Hello and welcome. It is the 11th of May 2017. Let's take a long-term look at the Bitcoin chart. It's a 2-week time frame, which means each one of these green or red candles represents 14 days worth of trading, and well, that's the sum of 300 weeks. So therefore, a little under 6 years in time. All right then, so with that being taken into play, there's no dates on the bottom. I'm looking at pattern recognition, as it was practically worth nothing in here. Just a couple bucks, 3, 4, 5, 10 bucks per Bitcoin. Of course today, and at 1831 at this time frame. Substantial gains to say the least. So because it's up such a large number, it has to stop going up, does it not? I mean, that's what a bubble would be. Of course, what do you define large number as? If we're going to start at the 2 number, although we could go even lower than that, well, it's up 900 times. So is that the large number? It obviously is not 500 because it's surpassed that. But could it be 2,000, 3,000 times? 4,000 times? Could it make it to this 261 level of 31,000 or around, we'll say 30,000 US? I'm asking that with a question mark, and I'll leave it at that. But as far as this pattern is concerned, we have this line which represents the high from this period. It was an artificial high, as the pumping from the Chinese exchange. So I've heard a little bit about it, how artificial Bitcoins was used to rise this market up. And well, since then, a little bit of a down move, sideways consolidation, and has been in this steady uptrend for quite some time. Now, I've talked a bit already, or just recently anyway. I can't draw a straight line on here, but it's broken this uptrend line. So that's already come into play. Meanwhile, you're in a situation where after you hit a level and have a big correction like this, it takes a long time to get back to it. So perfect resistance in here. But what has happened since that point? It takes a few periods maintaining an uptrend, a second shot of resistance again, finding the higher low, and now it has popped through it and has had some very big gains and a volatility period double the median. So that's signs that you're looking for within the breakout point. So the market phase, I just broke major resistance, jailbreaking the 18 average band, because it's always been glued to it and it's designed to do such. But now it's leaving it very aggressively, and I've shown other charts before. When it starts to leave it, this thing could go pretty good. It wouldn't surprise me if a couple periods from now, even it does make a point in here. Of course, the webbot would be wrong for that, as they're predicting a move upwards to about 2,300. But is there a situation where you could end up maybe coming up to this high, maybe even coming back down to 1150 and losing half your value, and then coming back and making a test to this point, then maybe coming back down to here and then up to 5,000? So a situation that could happen. Of course, it might not, but what we're looking at now is the breakout effect. And what happens when you usually don't find resistance where you're supposed to? That is a fast move to the next level. Now, what would probably be likely is continuation, further aggression up towards, I'm thinking 2,300 in the next week or so, within a week or two. Hopefully, for my sake, it doesn't do it too fast. But throwing that side away, it would probably only take a quick amount of time to come back to this period, maybe just a month or so. So that's just a couple periods on here, so a little bit of a correctionary move, and then make its move back higher. That's how I would guess the movements are going to proceed from this time frame. But overall, I'm looking at so many different factors for reasons that this is not a bubble. because when you have a situation when you go up from here and have a substantial gain, this type of sideways correction, quite frankly, a move up to 4,000 is just that, a move, a small play, where when you break through this again, you could literally easily see some high substantial gains that are potential. I'm not going to say probable, but I'll definitely say potential. And if you're playing for gains of like substantial proportions, at least to the top of this range of 15,000, that means you're looking for like at least a 7x return. So even if there was only a 29% chance or a 35% chance that we would ever see a number like 16,000, well, that would have a positive return on investment, because you're getting at this stage about 8-to-1 odds, or you'll get about 9 times higher, 800% gain or so for that type of proposition bet to be placed. And when you look at the size move of here to here, and then you just figure out that that's like the same as something like this, something that occurred in like 5 periods. Now, of course, this was a different time frame. Markets reacted differently, but there are more participants within it. I see it on the Poloniex exchanges where the amount of users is substantially growing higher. The debt problems globally, they're not going to get fixed. It's just going to keep getting out of control. More people are getting aware to the debt situations and how our currency is pretty much a global Ponzi scheme. And when more and more people do that, they're going to be looking into gold, silver, and of course cryptocurrencies. Those will be places people are getting into, I believe. And to think that this thing is topping at any time soon, I don't see it. However, thank you for tuning in, and I will be back again. I have managed to get a new computer, so this is something that works a lot faster, a lot better, which is so much more nicer, especially when I'm trying to put a whole bunch of trades together really quickly. So that'll be good, but it's going to take a few days before I'm going to start processing my videos from that outlet. So take care and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.